My name is Larry Harper. I'm from Walsh, Colorado. I went to Vietnam in July of 1969 and I served until July of 1970. I was with Charlie Company, 2nd of the 1st of the 196th Infantry Brigade of the Americal Division. I was a Sergeant E5. They didn't want their son to go over and maybe get killed. But I was ready to find some stabilization in my life. I got out of high school, went to college, didn't like it, wasn't making very good grades. I thought the Army could help me mature. A whole plane full of strangers you didn't go over with anybody you knew, so it was about the most scared, it was the most scared I had been up until that time. Everybody didn't know what they was in for, and nobody was hardly talking, and you were by yourself. My first impression was how hot and how humid it was there, and still didn't know what I had in store for me. It was probably in around 105 or so. It's hot in Vietnam in July. Oh yeah, the distinctive smell was burning shit. The water level was so high that they had 55-gallon drums cut in half, and it caught all of the waste in the bathrooms, and they would pull it out. And when you're first there, you had to pull them out with a stick, get them out there, mix diesel in with it, and start it on fire, and they gave you a boat oar to stir it while it burned, or that way, you know, it burned it up with diesel fuel, and that stink was awful. My first full day there was the most scared I've been in my life. I went to my unit, and my unit had just gone down to rescue another company that had 35 guys killed, and our company got down there and got the area secured. I flew in on the first helicopter that went to our company, and then I look over here and there is body bags lined up over there. There's 8 or 10 body bags, and the other guys are over there unzipping and looking at their friends and crying, and so I loaded the bodies back on there. We got hit that night, and then the next day we had to go out and gather the rest of the bodies that was still out in the field. They'd been laying out there for 2 or 3 days, and we had to gather up them and take them back and put them in body bags. And the next day we start out of there, and I'm walking behind the guy that's the point man leading us out, and he walked up on a bunker. They shot him right in the chest, and then walked into an L-shaped ambush, and they killed him and the guy behind me, and they wounded the next 10 guys. I don't know how they missed me, but they missed me. And we finally got out of there. I threw a hand grenade in that bunker and took out the 2 guys that had killed my friend, and we finally got out of there. Well, before I first saw my mom and dad, I came back to Seattle, and we got to the airport, and there was a 6-foot chain link fence there where we walked out of the plane into the Army's, where they're going to process us. There was protesters there. They were hollering us, "You baby killers," and was spitting at us and all that. That fence was there to protect them. If that fence hadn't been there, those people wouldn't have survived. When the wheels come up on the jet and come up in there and hear the final clicking and all that, everybody just cheered. Everybody, all right, we made it, we made it. Yeah.